where they had the AI director. And do you want to talk about the AI?
Yeah, the AI director. I'll let you take that over. The AI director basically, in essence, is something that controls the game, and based on the player's interaction with the game, would edit in some way. So it could control the weather. It could, increase its horde as the player was finding it too easy. If it was progressing through the level too fast, it could destroy the scenery. It could collapse environments. So we decided that if we could do that with just basic gameplay, then you could do it with feedback. So into the gloves we put GSR, which is
galvanic skin response.
Galvanic skin response. Thank you. It's the term I always forget. So basically, we could read kind of moisture levels in the hands, along with pulse rate, along with there was lots of other things. Sorry, I'm forgetting now.
As well as the sensor responses.
Sorry.
Pulse rate.
As well as sensing responses, we also had stuff like we had kind of heartbeat responses. And the feedback that the user got back was stuff like, let's say.
Oh yes, there was the tension feedback. Haptic feedback. Thank you very much. Haptic feedback. Just things like that basically gave it more of an immersive experience. Like if we could feel, we could detect high moisture levels and a high heart rate. We could detect if the user was excited or frightened. And if we weren't getting good feedback on that, what we did is we would ramp up the difficulty, increase the music, the collapse environment so they fall through the floor, all these kind of things, open up new areas, other things to just change the experience so that every time a player played, their choices and the things they did and them themselves were part of the game, and that was the idea of interactive experience for us. A bit on the marketing side and the kind of research into feedback.
We designed a questionnaire, except it wasn't very good, and there weren't many respondents. Questions weren't really questions we wanted. They didn't really give us the results we were looking for. So we decided to, because of a lack of time, we decided to use a market research group. And we looked at some of the reports and we cut some graphs and a lot of data from them, which helped us to identify what people wanted and which consoles and things they played with.
Our age group, our demographic.
Yeah, all that sort of stuff.
It all went towards it. Like we knew who we were aiming for. I'd say. It's my alarm. We knew who we were aiming for, and we just. Kind of our research when we did look at all this stuff kind of proved that we were aiming for the right market. I think we were aiming for a kind of hardcore market that would things like our system would be good for puzzle games, action adventure, survival horror, first person shooters. That was where our bread and butter was probably going to be with this product, the software. So I think
at the end of the day, I think what differs with our product is that because it is fairly modern technology, it means we can use current data on what kind of things people want to play, how they want to play it, and we can use that data to create our software and our hardware to suit everyone today.
And the main feedback we got back was that people wanted to see an actual physical product. They wanted to see themselves playing it on screen, and which was kind of remedied when we decided to start using the laptop. But we didn't have a finished prototype, but that's because we're not physically programming it, so people are always going to be disappointed that we didn't have a physical thing to act with. But we took it on board that we more had a system and not enough on the software, and we've kind of went back and tried to fix something and pop out more software orientated stuff. We had everyone from Nick Taylor, yourself, Pavel, Judy, Lilia even got a shot. Other groups came in and said they liked their idea. It was great. The expo, really, we were surprised at how it all
generated quite a lot of positive feedback.
Yeah, we got a lot of people coming up, and I think it kind of all came together at the end with a lot of kind of frantic work. Where we all kind of pulled our fingers out at the end. Not gonna lie, we had to pull our fingers out and really cramp down and sit. And when we all sat down, we all kind of got together and we just started working. It just kind of all pumped something out, and it was a nice product, and I'm happy with it. Lauren?
Just that we could have been a lot more organised.
Simon, closing words from everyone, I think, on the last line.
I enjoyed it.
but I don't think I'd want to do something like this again, to be honest.
I think I can agree with you. I love the I'm going to put my side note on. I love the discussion. I love working with you guys, and we had some pretty hot, heated debates at some point, and a couple of times came close to arguments. But I think we all worked a couple of times loggerheads, but nothing bad, nothing unhealthy. Like it was just like how a team works. You work through these things with discussions. You know, it never came to the point where we walked off and started bitching about each other. Well, Andy doesn't know anyway.
Neither do you.
Facebook bitching. No, seriously, in all seriousness, we worked well together and we got a product, and that's pretty much it. But I would be too keen on doing this again.
I do think if we could put the first 2 weeks and chuck it at the end of the project, then I think we could have got a lot more done, because the first 2 weeks there was just a lot of kind of
Confusion.
I was dabbling about, just trying to work out. Also,
But not least, Chris. Closing
Thank
kind of
you.
words. Yeah, fantastic, short and sweet.
Yeah, it was good, but because we were not organised very well, everything dragged on. It never really got done.